Minecrafters, Takeanarrow here, and today I'm on the CT server. I thought I would pop over to Amadasis' place. I asked him about a week ago. Man, there's animals. God. Look at those chickens everywhere. It's a terrible place. Anyway, I thought I'd come and see Amadasi because I asked him about a week ago if he could give me a hand with doing like the arena. Doing the arena, like the looks in that. He still hasn't come around and had a look, so I thought I'd just leave him a little note. So I think I'll. Dirt's a bit bland. Let's try something else. Yeah, that'll do. That should be a pretty good indicator. There we go. I don't think he's going to miss that. And we'll just throw these couple of these up here. That one there. That one there. Yeah, he's not going to miss that. And we'll even put it on fire for him. Oh, yep. I'm pretty sure you'll get that message. Alright, it's been a couple of days, so I thought I'd come in and check, see if Amadasis got the message. And oh, this is actually quite hard to. There we go. There we go. So as you can see, I've done a bit of work as well. Well, I've actually done a ton of work, but we'll get into that in a minute. And we'll head upstairs and have a look. And look at this. This is looking way better. So Amadasis. I think he pronounces it Amadasis. No, I had it. No, I'm not sure how he pronounces it. No. Anyway, so this is what he's been working on. It looks pretty sweet. Looks all dungeony. I like this area here. But he's got a few videos on this, so if you wanna check out his thought process and that sort of stuff, I'll if you haven't already, check us out and subscribe to him. I'll add a link in the description below, and yeah, you can see what he's done and how he's come to it and all that. Man, there's tons of slimes down here now. He's been working up here as well. And I've been giving him a little bit of a hand, like I put in this glass and position these pillars and that sort of stuff, but the rest of it's pretty much all him. And I think it's going to look pretty sweet when it's all done. What else? We're going to put the, what is that, spruce? I want to say spruce. 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 So we've got these spruce slabs all over the place now. We're actually going to, I'm pretty sure the plan is to have this floor down there as well, and there'll be half slabs so that we don't need to worry about lighting for mobs spawning in the place. That'll help over here as well to make sure that the light level for the spiders spawning is always the right level. We won't need to worry, and don't need to worry about mobs spawning, you know, just outside here. So yeah, this is how it's looking. It looks a lot more impressive now that they got these walls done and that. So I mean, all my work's sort of behind the scenes, so it's hard to tell. You know, it's hard to see progress. But so I've hooked up all the the ready lights for each team. I changed green to pink, and the reason I did that was because I want to have like a visual indicator for these lamps. So I want to have green wool above and below above and below the last one that'll light up as like an indicator to go. And then I'll probably put like a orange color, I guess, or like an amber for the other two. Okay. Alright, I've also hooked up all of the. Well, let's just turn it on. So when all the teams are ready, well, if pink team's ready, they'll come down here and press the ready button. That'll light up, and switch an RS NOR latch up there, which will turn off a signal to a redstone torch, and it just goes to an AND gate. So once all 4 of these are lit, then that'll allow the clock to start for the timer. So once I get round and light all them up, we'll see it in action. Actually, I should be able to shoot it. Yep, got it. Alright, so that should start the countdown. There we go. So that's basically just saying get on your coloured wall, everyone's ready, game's beginning. That allows the mobs to track, so it'll start targeting the players, and then that will release them all. Then after a set amount of time, that'll close up again, just to stop people running in and out. And well, because I don't want to have a like an end game as well. So once everyone's finished up, they can just leave. They don't need to really worry about you know, flicking switches to say the game's over and that sort of stuff. It's gone. So I'll head on up and show you the clock. Alright, so basically I think I showed this in the last video, this part here anyway. This just runs down to the button, and then it also runs across to the indicator lamp, which is just down here somewhere. This will flip the RS NOR latch, and that allows, so when this is not powered at the moment, so this team's not ready, it'll send a signal all the way all the way down here to this lamp. No, not that one. Oh. Did I do it? Yeah, I got it. Alright, how do I get around here? It's like a maze. Alright, this one here. To this one here. So when the team is ready, this signal here will be turned off, and that is one input that will, if all 3 of these are turned off, then this will allow this torch to light up. And the reason there's only 3 is because I've got 2 connected to this one further down there. So once this light is able to turn on, this piston here will extend, pushing the redstone to here, which will allow the items out of here to go into there. Once this is empty, this will unpower this one. This will unpower this one, which will retract this piston, which will allow the items from in here to go into that hopper. That will allow this to turn off, which will retract this one, and that's the 3-point clock. And each point has like wiring that goes to oh, what am I yeah, so each hopper clock sends a signal to one of the lamps, and also the pistons that it needs to, or the first one that turns on sends a signal to the spawners downstairs, which will actually turn them off, so no more mobs will spawn. I gotta work my way around here again. So, and then the second one will send a signal to the second lamp and the top set of pistons around the holding area that will allow the mobs to track the players. They'll basically just set their target. And then the third one down here, that sends a signal to the third lamp and the top piston, which will retract it. So I think I showed this last time. I had to rewire all this. I had some of them going the wrong lamps and all that, but that's all sorted now. So that's the countdown clock. Oh, and then basically, where do we go? This one. So that'll also, so when the last one clock runs out, that'll unpower this comparator, which will allow this redstone torch to turn on, which will send a signal to the last lamps and that, but it will also send it to like a reset button. This is on a timer. I've allowed room to extend the timer out if it feels like it's not long enough. I don't think some of these they're all set, and then that will send this will send an individual pulse to each RS Snorlatch above each team, the ready switches, and that'll just flip it back over so the lamps will go out downstairs as well. So that the lamps will go down off downstairs, and that just allows you for to be ready for the next team basically. So that's what I've got up here. I had all of this on the floor, but I have had to raise it because Amadasis is going to change the roof as well. So I thought I'd move it out of the way, then didn't need to worry about what blocks he broke. Still need a little bit over here as well. But yeah, that's what I've got for all this at the moment. These are all changeable. I can add blocks in there to increase the time between countdown stages. And yeah, so that's all I got up here for now. So how do we? Nope. Nope. Yep, there we go. So I've still got to cover all this stuff up. I don't think I need to show anything here. That's the clock pretty much done. What else have I done? That's the spider spawner reward system. This is just a wiring for the pistons. What else? Alright, so what one was it? Pink. So I've also started setting up the rooms for where you spawn in that. We had a trial run the other day. It went alright. We got about 200 mobs spawned in the holder, but then because it wasn't set up to play, by the time I was finished messing around, setting it all up, most of the mobs had spawned. I think we had about 50 in there, but I think we had a lot of fun just killing each other. Yeah, so this is going to be a temporary spawning room for now. I'm going to come back later on and redo all of this, but I want to get it set up now just so it's ready to start play. So basically what will happen is the bed will normally be over here though. So yeah, you'll sleep in here before you play, and these suspensors here will be for all the leather gear, well, iron gear, whatever we decide. But so there's 4 or 5 here. I need to add another one because we're going to have bows as standard, but what I think I'll do is I'll probably just leave a chest here full of arrows rather than having to try and dispense 64 arrows out out of a dispenser. Or yeah. So we'll go upstairs. This is just a system I got for refilling the dispensers. Like I said, I'll have to add another one, so I need to come back and resort all that out, but that's pretty self-explanatory. You stand on top of the pressure plate, it sends a pulse to all of the dispensers, actually I think they're droppers, and an item will get dropped out, and then basically you can equip and run out. Alright, so I messed up some of the video. I've only just realised I've videoed the stuff that you were just watching about a day or two ago. And when I was watching back, I realised that I'd messed up something, like the video for some strange reason went all weird, so I've had to come back and just go back over some of the stuff that I've done. But I think that I just finished showing off how this dispenser stuff works. I was about to show how basically when you run out of lives, this door here will close, and I can't actually show that without being on this side. And then you'll have these hallways here, but at the moment they're blocked off. That's to stop people sort of running up and down and causing havoc and interrupting the game. So basically what will happen is I'll have to, yeah, so I'll break that. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so that was just powering it for the infinity lives. I'll throw that in there. Yeah, so that should open that. And basically, at the moment, with the one item in there, there's going to be, you've only got one life left. So the next time you run through this, these doors will close. So we'll do that from over here. Just, oh. Yeah, it's still there. What's going on here? There we go. Right, so now you've run out of lives, you've got nowhere to go, you can't enter back in the game, so then these little staircases here will open up. Same one there, and you'll be able to come up here, and this is the spectator area. You'll be able to watch the rest of the fight going on, and then you won't be able to come over here. If someone over here's still got lives and still playing, you won't be able to come over here and try and climb down their staircases to get in here, because these here are closed, and they won't open until they run out of lives as well. So it's just trying to prevent any mischief. So, and this is what I think this is finished product. The coloured pillars and that. This has just got redstone in it. Half of them do anyway. I just needed them instead of having to go right out here. I think they look pretty cool anyway. Yeah, so that's all this. It's yeah, this is just basically it's just two pistons powered here by these two redstone. But obviously, when they receive power, the redstone torches will turn off, which retracts the pistons, allowing people to get through. And that's just done here. So when this door's got power sent to it, it'll be inverted by this redstone, which will allow. I could have actually done it, ran a wire all the way up, but I think it might be too long. Yeah, I think it might be too long. That's why I did that. Well, I had a reason anyway. I've done them on all of them. So let's just fix this back up. Where's that then now? Alright, so now it's set back to infinity. So this back here is the corridor. I've still got to clear some of this stuff out. This is like the behind the scenes corridors to when you start your game. You can get around here, and this goes around the perimeter of the arena into each of the team rooms, and they're all identified by this 4x3 square here, which will be in the team colours, and I'm pretty sure I showed this. Okay, so that's it for that. What else? Oh yeah, so after I'd finished recording the other day, I started laying out all this these spruce slabs. We're gonna have these because we don't want to worry about lighting, and it gives it a nice sort of a dark floor for, you know, to match the dungeon style walls, and yeah, not having to worry about lighting as well. We can add something cool with that. I think Amadasis got to have that covered though. Well, I'm hoping he does anyway. I added this as well, just so this is the platform that you'll stand on when you when the game's starting up. Might change this as well though. Might drop it down one and make it carpet, or not sure. I would do this so that we don't need to worry about mob spawning. Plus the lighting, I'm not sure whether that's going to be an issue for what Ahmed wants to do. Okay, so yeah, this has come along nicely. So I'm getting towards the end of sort of the final stretch before it's ready to be opened up and sort of free to play. So I think now what I'll do is I'll do a walkthrough from the entrance. So this is the control room, and I've cleaned all this out, and I've moved where the portal is as well, so it's just a bit nicer to walk around. And this will be the final where the portal will be for the entrance into here. So if it's just down here. Yeah, so this can all be changed later on, and that there just leads up to Spruce Farm that it's set up. And so yeah, so this will be the main entrance area. Spectators will go up here, and then this just branches off into two. And then this will be where you can watch the goings on of the arena. So that's spectators. This goes around as well, and it's all an uninterrupted view. So these pillars were in the way. I think these ones weren't. The other ones were, but I've moved them back so that you can actually walk right around and watch the entire fight. And then if you want to play, if you're on one of the teams, you'll enter, and yeah, you'll go either side of this stairway, and teams rooms will be that way. It's also this way as well, and then this is the control room, so I'll go that last. So teams will come down here, and then yellow red will go that way, blue green, well blue pink will go this way. And so yeah, this will be where you start off. So you'll come here after you've got all the, you know, you've sat down and discussed what you want as far as the rules and all of that. And so down here you probably meet up first, decide what you want to do. This is to the control room, this long corridor. This goes to the centre of the arena. And yeah, tidied this up a bit. I've changed some of the wiring around as well. This is where we're storing all of our gear now. Yeah, I've labelled everything now. So this is for the spider difficulty. You got off, easy, hard. This is for lives 1, 3, 5, and infinity. And I added this over here, which is just this is just to start a new game. Turn the spawners on, stand on the redstone blocks, and both spawners will be activated. And all I did for that was sends a pulse to an RS NOR latch, which toggles which one's on. So when you press the button, this one will go on, which will send where's that go? Down there. Sends a signal to this redstone lamp, which will turn that off, which will turn all of these lamps. Well, turn all these lamps off and retract that redstone block, which will turn that lamp off as well. And then the same on the other side. And then this will only be turned. This will only be turned off by. Well, you can turn it off manually by flicking that lever, but there'll be no entry in here once I've closed all this off. This is connected to the clock upstairs, and so this wiring is a pain as well because I've got to go right around to the outside arena to one of those pillars, up onto the roof, and then back into the center to where the clock is. And basically when the first light turns on, it'll send a signal down here which will flip this RS knowledge so that all of these will be turned back into this state, which will turn all the lights, which will allow this to be powered again, which will turn on all the lights, and the same on the other side. So I'm pretty sure that that's it for the wiring at the moment. I've still got to finish off the dispensers and that. I've got to add some stuff for the arrows, and well, I won't do it for the arrows, but for the bow anyway. Make it easier to fill up. Do want to add some other stuff, but it might not be done before, like it's open for the rest of the server to come and play whenever they want. I do want to add like a random team drawer, so it would just be probably a dispenser or a dropper with coloured wool, and then you press a button and it will just drop a block of wool out, and whatever colour it is will be the team you're in. I've still got, like, there's not a lot of room left. Like, this wall is pretty much dedicated to the live system. This wall here has got the spider difficulty behind here, and then one of the spawners here. This one here's got the restart button, and then over here we've got the other zombie spawner. So basically from here all around here to about there, I think, is dedicated to something that's going on in the game. So I do still have behind this wall and behind this wall as well to add something if I want to. So I think I will add the random team generator, and I've got something else I want to add as well. It'll be kind of like a class thing, but it'll be like a special reward for a random player, but I won't go too much into that yet because that won't be added before it's released. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for now. Yeah, I think this is looking really cool. I think it's done a real good job with all of this. So it'll be interesting to see how it all turns out. Still got to add in all the the obstacles and that sort of stuff. Just so there's it's not just a flat arena because it'll get pretty boring, I think. Oh, and the other thing is after watching one of Ahmed's videos, I decided I was going to upgrade to, I think it's Faithful texture pack. It's the same one as he uses, just makes everything look a lot smoother. It's exactly the same as well, not exactly, but it's the same as the vanilla Minecraft texture pack. It's just, I think it's 32 by 32 instead of the 16 by 16, so it just gives you a little bit more detail, which I think makes everything just a lot smoother and nicer to look at. Yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. If you've enjoyed, make sure you like, feel free to comment. Might be something you want to see in the arena that I've haven't thought of, or that'd be cool to implement in here. Maybe when I come back and review it, I'll add it. And so yeah, subscribe as well. Thank you very much. Oh man. Now I feel bad. Sorry, Ahmed.